All right, so what I want to do today with the Tai Chi is we have the whole 8 forms. Sometimes it can be a little complicated to practice all 8 forms. Remember, you can practice them individually or string them along as an 8 form whole form. It can get kind of confusing, but it's really just that. Each form is its own little form, and then what you can do is string them on so that all 8 forms are together with both sides. So what I want to do is the last 4 forms today, just because sometimes what happens is you learn the first 4 things, and then you always practice those first 4 things to get to the last 4 things. So you get a little extra practice on the front end than you do on the back end. So what we're going to do is practice the back end of the form today for a little bit, and then we'll move on to some working of the feet as well. Let's go into holding the ball. It'd be this side here. So this is where you're at when you're going to do, you've done, well, let's say that you do wave hands like clouds. All right, you get through all of that, and then you go back to hold the ball. All right, this is where people get a little confused sometimes. You got Repulse Monkey is next. So Repulse Monkey, you step straight back. You have the hands palms down at first, and then you bring them palm up, and then as if you're throwing a pie over your shoulder there, you're going to come back to holding the ball. All right, so let's just go back to that right side again, or that'd be your right side. You're going to step straight back. These hands are palms down, and then up, and then throw the pie, and then get you back to hold the ball. All right, now I'm going to do the other side here with you. We're going to step straight back. Remember, these hands start with the palms down, and then we come palms up, and then the pie in the face. Good. So what you could do is just practice that back and forth. So I'm going to step forward quite a bit. You could do that with me too. And so I'm going to start quite a bit ahead. We're just going to practice a bunch of them. All right. So you step back here and then there. Good. Hold on just a second. Let me get my view changed here. I might have gotten to watch everybody there, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is just keep practicing as I step back, here, 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 step back, here, here, here. So if you have a long room, you could keep going forever practicing that, or you can just step up, and I'll do about 4 of them, and then I'll keep going forward here. So just practice Repulsed Monkey there. So if you want something fun to do, you want to get outside for the day, just go out to the park. You can just practice one of these, and you don't have to make it all complicated, like, oh, I got to remember my form. Everybody's watching me too now. You can just do one of these, over and over, and just work it. You probably won't even look so Tai Chi-like maybe. All right. Not that that's a bad thing, but a lot of times people are used to people doing Tai Chi in the park anyway. So let's go ahead and try the Repulse Monkey thing one more time. Just got to fix my focus here. Get in focus. All right, well, you can see me blurry anyway. You get the idea. You need to focus on yourself anyhow. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of even counting to myself a little bit. So here I go. I'm going to start again. I go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. You can't really just go to the park and practice this forever. You got to have something to practice, and that's what these are all about. You could practice your posture, you could practice your balance, you could practice relaxation. But what I practice first is trying to make it less mechanical. So here we go. I'm here. I just start to make it more fluid. You can see it takes a while though. It doesn't come naturally. You want to start mechanically and then make it fluid as you go. We can probably make the other ones a little more fluid, easier. So let's, and I think you got that one. So let's move on to the next one. So we'll kind of single these out. The next one's brush knee. So remember that you always start here. So like if you're at the park, you don't have your video, remember that, get this in your head, because that's really the main thing that you need to start with. It'd be the right hand up, left hand down. And you got your brush knee going at a 45-degree angle. Now this one, the palm is basically down and it's parallel to the leg there and pretty much right in front of the leg too. And then, and it could go further, you know, that's just the way I see it. You don't want to go too far away if you're defending yourself is all. Stay within your boundaries. And then this hand's more palm up. That one's more palm down. All right. And then you come to your, well, then you got to rock back a little bit on this one and then come up to the, hold the ball. Good. Now I got to get back here for these. So I'm going to scoot back and push, brush knee, other side, rock back. Here, other side. So think of it as 1, 2. You gotta count it out after a while. 2, 3 maybe. I'd probably think of it as hold the ball as 1, 2, and then rock back. 3. Just kind of, it's a little different, it's a little easier. But you can work that, just going forward with it the whole time. I'm gonna step back again and get started. So just brush knee, just keep working it. It's just simpler to single some things out sometimes, and then you get a lot better at it. You know, you don't always have to practice the whole form together or practice it with all that opening and stuff. You can just work it. And if you have a long rim, you can get a lot more in, but, and like I said, you take it to the park too. So let me get my focus back. I don't know why this thing's not liking my focus today. Okay, so I'm ready to go on to the next one. Lady works the shuttle. So the lady works the shuttle. We're going to start here. So remember, that's always where you got to start. And we're going to step out. And this time, the way I see it is like, oh, this is so much work to me. You're bringing that hand up like that. It's protecting you like so. And then this one's kind of, they're kind of going this way with each other. Back and forth, side to side more. So that's brush knee. You're just going to pivot back, rock back on the foot, turn it in, and then just turn your hands so that they're holding the ball. It's really not much motion from there. And then from there, we're going to step out. Did I say brush knee? It's Fair Lady Works the Shuttle is what we're working here. Good. And then we come back, hold the ball. So you can take this forward. Fair Lady Works the Shuttle. Just working that the whole time. Just working your forms in different environments, on the beach, on the grass, can be entertaining itself. Just having a different place to work it. You know, back when we had a small karate studio, we'd end up working it in the bathroom. All right, Justin, you're on the form in the bathroom, and then we'll do a rotation. And it kind of, you know, if you get in a fight in the bathroom, at least you kind of used to working out a little bit in there, you know. Okay, so let's keep doing this brush or the Fair Lady Works the Shuttle thing. All right, here we go. I'm just going to keep working forward with it. And then it's a great way to get yourself more fluid on it. Good. And I noticed too that when I work like that, it kind of gets me more conscious about any extra moves that I do. So I like to kind of get a little more flamboyant on that there, you know, pull that in and across. Maybe you could add some more style and flair to it, but you want to stick with kind of the basics at first, of course. So let's do that one more time. Fair Lady works the shuttle. Just work it forward. You can do fast and slow. Easier to be fluid when you're slow. All right, good. So let's move on to the last one, grasp the peacock's tail. I work it the same way, just kind of working it forward at the angles. Here we go. So we start with hold the ball. That's always your reset spot. And we're going to step out, the ward off, and then we come, oops. Let's start over. Hold on a second. Back to the circle. We'll step out, grasp the peacock's tail. There's the ward off. Grab the tail, basically turn it, and we're going to come back down, push, hook, push, and then rock back there on the foot, turn the hands forward, hold the ball. Next one, other side, ward off there, grab the melon, turn it, pull it down, rock back, reverse clap, hook, and then push. And then you rock back, turn the feet in with the hands, and there you go. Good, you just keep working it forward. I'll try to stay at a good pace for you here. This is a little more sophisticated one that we're doing. It takes a little bit more. And this is one that you may end up counting out a little bit. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Come back to hold the ball. Here we go. 1, 2, grab, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then turn to 7, hold the ball. Good, let's go back to a reset spot, and we're gonna do it forward again. Here we go. 1, I'll count it out this round. I don't know why, but sometimes I suppose if you're just working the one move, you feel like you're at the beginning. So here we go, we're gonna go back to the start. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. About the same speed again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. 1, try to make it more fluid. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I took a move out there, but that's okay. Just slow it down, make it nice and fluid. Find some sort of rhythm and sense to it all. And it'll feel nice and good. All right, I'm gonna step back and do 4 more forward again. Last round of this. Grasp the peacock's tail. What's good about counting the breaths out, or counting the moves out, is then you can start to do your breaths on the counts. So here we go. I exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Then you can slow the breath down too. But counting kind of helps you see where your breaths would be too. It's naturally that way. Good. All right, so hopefully that helps you by working on all four of those. Now let's string them together. So we're actually working the last five, I believe it is. Let's try it here. We'll count them out. So we're going to do the Repulsed Monkey first. So you step back. And then we're going to do brush knee. This is number 2, or the second one that we practiced. And then 3. So I suppose that is the last 4, including Repulse Monkey, not the last 5. This is Fair Lady Works the Shuttle. That's the 3rd one. And then the last of the last 4 is the Brass the Peacock's Tail. Hopefully that helps by practicing them like that, and then you can string them together. All right, we're gonna do that about three more times. Let's do that again. So I'm gonna step forward slightly because I'm gonna do Repulse Monkey first. Just doing the last 4 so you really get some more work on them. And then you close up here by stepping out. I just cross the arms. I'm just doing a basic closing just so it's simple. Cross the arms and then hands come out and then feet together, and a little bow of respect for everybody and everything and that put this all together. So let's start from the beginning, all right? And then we'll work all 8 moves and we can add those 4 at the end. Okay, so find your spot there that you want to start with. And go right from the beginning. Inhale, move hands like water. And exhale. Hold the ball. And remember that I am mirroring you this whole time. Part the wild horse's mane. Single whip. Right off to the side there. So at the end, you really have to rotate the whole foot in. Good, Repulse Monkey. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Move hands like clouds. Sorry, it's a lot. But I'm testing you a little bit. Let's see. We got move hands like clouds. And then we do Repulse Monkey. So that was the first 4. This is the second 4. Hopefully it feels better now. Brush knee. All that practice. Probably feels even better in the first part. You could go back and work the first part just like you did today on the last 4. Just walking them out. Find a place to go walk it out. Real good. Okay, so we can keep doing that a couple more times. I think that's the best practice we have for today, is just to practice it a couple more times now that you've practiced the back 4 in. So let's find your spot, and we'll do about 3 more times of that, practicing the whole thing. Give a little bow at the beginning. Inhale. You can think about your posture throughout this whole thing. If you're starting to get more advanced and you know these moves, start thinking about some things to work with it. You might think about your fluidity, making it nice and fluid. I might have skipped something there, I'm not sure, but that's okay. As long as you know where you're at. Right. That's why we keep going through it. We sometimes miss something. I think I missed wave hands like clouds. So let's go ahead and go back through it again. Here we go. Got 2 more times. Move hands like clouds. You basically look at the hand that's up top there. Follow it with your body and your head. Repulse Monkey. And then brush knee. Fair Lady works the shuttle. And the last one, grasp peacock's tail. Just go back right here and other side. Excellent. All right. So that concludes our session today. You could always go back through and repeat those other first forms the same way we practice.